What's up, beauties, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanel. I go by the Beautiful Bargainista. Thanks for tuning back in today. If this is your first time joining me, thank you. I really appreciate you for clicking on that button and watching little old me. Here on this channel, I focus on beauty, fashion, and lifestyle, all on a budget. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and click that subscribe button and make sure you turn on your post notifications. Okay, beauties, happy new year. This is the first video of the year, and I wanted to incorporate more makeup videos, more how-to videos as far as makeup. I always get questions about how I apply, how my makeup looks so natural. I am a more natural glam beat type of chick. I don't really like heavy makeup. I like my natural skin to show. So on today's video, we're going to be talking about foundations one-on-one. The type of foundations, how to apply, tools to apply foundation with, all those good things. So welcome to the first episode of Makeup Mondays, Foundation 101. Okay, like I stated, so we're going to talk about everything foundation. So let's talk about the types of foundations. There are multiple types of foundations. There are stick foundations, there are mousse foundations, liquid foundations, powder foundation. I think that's about it. Now, most foundation coverage is light. The coverages of foundations are light, medium, or full coverage. Me personally, I like medium coverage, so that way I can build it up in those areas that I need to build the foundation up. And unfortunately, some foundations will tell you if it is medium, light medium, or light medium full coverage. Oh, I've also forgot to mention there are BB creams as well that you can use as a foundation. BB creams are more like a moisturizers that have a tint to it to match your skin tone. So yeah, add that on to the list. Let's start. So the first thing that you want to do when applying your foundation is some type of primer. A primer is important before applying your foundation because it mattifies your pores, it controls the shine, it minimizes pores, it hydrates your skin, it gives your surface a smoother, more silkier surface to work with. There's all different type of makeup primers out there on the market. Find the one that works best for you. I'm going to show you a couple of them, but I'm going to first of all go ahead and get started. Today I am using the Rimmel. This is one of my favorites. This is their Stay Matte. If you have oily or combination skin, I would suggest getting a primer that is hydrating. If you have oily skin, try to get one that is matte. So if you need one that's hydrating, what is it? Elf has a nice hydrating primer that can be used. You can totally blend the primer in with your hands. I just like the way this feels. This is a Wet n Wild, I want to say their stippling brush. Come in. So I really just like to focus it really right here on my T area. This is where my pores are the largest at. So I really just like to focus and working on there. Now when you apply your primer, make sure that you allow it to sit on for a minute or two to do what it do on your skin before you go in and apply your foundation. And while this is working on my face, I'm going to talk about two more primers. This is the Smashbox their Oil and Shine Control Primer. I got this in my Ipsy bags. I like to travel with these. These are the travel size. And another cult favorite is the Too Faced their Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. It has coconut water and probiotic based ingredients. and it's silicone free. Now, when I first started doing my makeup, I went for a blender. The main brand is called Beauty Blender, but these are makeup blenders. They are great for foundations, concealers. You also have your foundation brushes, which they look something similar to this. This is the Real Technique pointed foundation brush. I really like to use this for my highlight underneath my eye. This past couple years, I've been using, this is the Real Technique. This is their, whatever it is, their blotting brush. It's, I just really like using brushes better to apply my foundation more than anything. If you're a beginner, I would definitely say start off with a sponge or a blender. You can also get my makeup brushes in here. This one right here will be an excellent foundation brush because it has an angle to it, as you can see. This is a taper brush, and it's great because, you know, you can get all into those crevices because it's on the angle. Oh, there's also silicone sponges that you can use to apply your foundation and your concealers. I really don't like those too well. I have used them in the past. It seems like the product is just sliding off my face when I use it. So, but feel free. Makeup, let me say this. Makeup is what you feel comfortable with. You don't have to do all the trends. You don't have to do everything that you see on YouTube that the YouTubers are doing when they're applying their makeup. It's all about what you're comfortable with. Okay, so moving right along, before we even apply our foundation, we want to have an even canvas, and we just want to cancel out our dark spots in our face. My dark areas are underneath my eye and around my mouth area. I don't know if you can really tell on camera because of the light that's shining on here. And then as you can see, my color of my face has changed. It's really, really white. That's because of the primer that I used on my face. And so it's doing its job. Okay, so to cancel out dark spots, you want to use a corrector or a concealer. And my go-to correctors and concealers are the LA Girl Pro Concealer. For correcting, I like to use both of these. They have an orange corrector. And when you have darker skin, when you want to cancel out dark areas underneath your eye, or it's a darker blue color, orange typically cancels out for melanated skin, or peach color can also cancel out. You also have greens and blues correctors, but those are for our lighter tone women or people. But for darker skin tones, you want to stick to orange to cancel out the dark areas of your face. I also use just a regular concealer. This is the LA Pro Concealer in Toast. I'm going to do one side with the Toast and one side with the orange. I like to use the Toast because it has like an orange tint. It matches my skin, but it has like a little bit more of an orange tint in it. So this side right here, which is my left side, is going to be on your right. I am using just a regular concealer that's close to my skin, but it has like orange undertones. And once again, I don't know if you guys can pick that up on the camera. Next, we're going to go in with the corrector, which I really need to get some more of. But we just want to apply it. I'll take a damp, very important for this to be damp when you are moving products. Just for size reference, you can kind of see this one is damp. so it's more full in size than this one. Same blender. This one is just damp, this one is dry. So we're just going to take that, and you want to do like a tapping motion and work it in. Make sure that it is blended in really, really nice. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so there you have it. This is the orange corrector side. This is just the plain concealer side in Toast. As you can see, they both canceled out the dark one. This one is not so much. You can still see a little darkness showing through. Underneath the orange, it totally canceled it out. So once again, the preference is up to you. So now this is the time that you want to apply your foundation. Oh, for another tip, I know some makeup artists, Jackie Aina, puts her powder on her face before she applies her foundation. It blurs out, it controls the oil. I don't do that because I don't have that problem. But if you are really, really shiny and want to control your oil, go in with a finishing powder, a blotting powder, just to, you know, lightly set your face before you apply your foundation. Okay, so now this is the time that we want to add our foundation. For today, I'm using the Pro Filter Fenty, the Hydrating Longwear Foundation. It has a pump action, which I like. I always like to use the back of my hand, or you can use a palette tray. But when I put it on the back of my hand, it actually warms up the products. And when applying foundation, you really do not, I stress, you really do not need a lot of foundation. So as it's warming up on my hand, letting the product do what it's due, I just take a small amount, and you want to apply the foundation directly into the center of your face. That's all you need, just to put it on the center of your face, the forehead, and the chin. And I'm going to show you how well this goes. We're going to use this angle brush. I'm just wiping off the excess foundation that I have on my finger. And you want to put the foundation on the center of your face. That way you can control it and spread it out. You don't want to just put it right here and have that heavy line of demarcation on your chin area and look like you have a mask on. So this way you can control the product. So putting it on the center of your face, I can take my brush and just work it in and work it out. Just work it out and then work it along the jawline. Then when you're using your brush, what you're doing is pressing it in and slightly moving it. You don't want to just drag it. You press it in the end and you're moving it around. And as you can see, my skin is still here, but I have it smooth. So this is how you apply your foundation. We're all set and done for the next step, which is concealer and contour, which is going to be on the next video. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about setting your foundation. So once you have applied your foundation, next will be your highlight and your contour. And you want, anytime you put a liquid on, you want to set it with a powder. So there are different powders you can use. There are finishing powders, there are blotting powders, setting powders, and you want to match your skin tone or your foundation as much as possible. My favorite is the Iman. This is her, I want to say blotting. Yes, blotting powder. And it is in the color medium deep. And you can just take a brush and you just want to press it into the skin just like this to set your foundation. And this allows your foundation not to move. It sets it, you know, it cleans it up as well. So that's why setting powder is so important. And then lastly, we want to spray a setting spray on our face for the final look. Once everything is on, this also controls shine. It gets rid of that powdery cake look that you may have on your face. Make sure that your foundation doesn't move. It just blends everything in to your face. There are a lot of stuff. This is one of my favorites. This is one of the affordable ones. Wet n Wild has a nice one. Okay, beauty, so that is it for foundation 101. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comment sections down below and I will get back to you. Please come back for next Monday. We're going to finish this face and we're going to do highlight and contour. So next Makeup Monday will be all about highlight and contour. Please turn on your post notifications so you will be alerted when I upload that video. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button right here. And yes, thank you for watching. I love you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace, 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 peace.